I think every actor should have a YouTube channel, and I'm hoping by the end of this video I will have convinced you of the same. If you're new to my channel, then hi, welcome to the Performing Arts and Me. My name is Millie and I am a musical theatre performer and actor who has just graduated from London Studio Centre, and I have been running this channel for 4 years now. I have less than 500 subscribers, and yet this channel has still given me so much. And I think every actor should have a channel. Well, I think every person should have a YouTube channel, but I especially think it's really helpful for actors because there's a lot of skills and crossovers and things that I found helpful from doing YouTube that have helped me with like the acting side of things. And I'm hoping that by the end of this video I will have convinced you to start a channel if you don't already have one. So let's get started. Okay, so probably the most obvious point is it helps you get comfortable on camera. So I'm sitting here talking to a camera, like looking at a camera. It took me ages actually to get used to speaking in front of a camera and speaking to a camera naturally, because it's a bit unnatural. I'm literally sitting in a room talking to an inanimate object as if it is a human being, and with the knowledge and understanding that someone is going to be listening to this and wants to hear a coherent sentence. So obviously it helps you get comfortable on camera, which is useful for some acting things where you might have to talk directly to camera, because also learning to like look down the lens of a camera is a little bit different from ignoring the camera and talking as if I was talking to someone over there. Also, it gets you used to picturing and talking to inanimate objects. So like if you are on a film thing and you've got to talk to a particular mark and the person can't stand there, the person that you're supposed to be talking to can't stand there because the camera's got to be just next to their head, and so they would be in the wrong position and they're just giving you a fist as a mark or something like that. If you're used to talking to a camera, you're used to making it seem as if you're talking to someone that isn't there. So I think it helps with that. Also, it helps you get comfortable watching yourself back on camera, because obviously I edit my videos. So I'm really used to watching myself and I know what I look like on camera and I know how I sound. And we had some self-tape classes at college and people did not like watching themselves back. Sometimes I don't like watching myself back either, but I'm more used to it because I've been doing it for 4 years, so it wasn't like a huge shock to me. And I feel like it's just helpful, like you're going to have to watch yourself back as an actor and as someone who does YouTube. I feel like it's helpful to just get used to that, so I think it helps with that. Another thing I think is useful is it gives you a hobby outside of acting or performing. People are always saying that, you know, you should have a life outside of performing. Like, it gives you something else to focus on, something else to learn about, something else to do, so that acting isn't your whole life. And listen, I am a very committed person and like I love dance, theatre, singing, whatever, but I think having something outside of acting is great, and YouTube could be that for you. Another thing it gives you, or at least it's given me, is marketing abilities. Now, I'm definitely not a, what do you call it? Marketer does not sound like the right term. I have watched so many videos on YouTube about how to grow your YouTube channel, and also about other social media sites as well, because I have an Instagram that's linked to this YouTube channel and a TikTok that's linked to this YouTube channel. I'm called The Performing Arts and Me on both Instagram and TikTok, so go and have a look at those if you haven't already. But yeah, I've watched loads and loads of videos about those, and therefore I've learnt things about how to try and grow my social media, which can be applied to your social media as an actor if you use social media as an actor to promote yourself. The next benefit kind of depends on what your topic of your channel is. So YouTube could be a useful way for you to document your journey as an actor. That's kind of one of the things that I use it for. I do lots of vlogs and I've spoken about, like, I've reflected on my experiences throughout different terms at drama school, and so I've now got all this footage that I can look back at and be like, oh yeah, I remember I did that, or like, oh yeah, that was a real struggle for me at the time and now I've gone past that, or whatever. Or yeah, that was a struggle for me and I'm still struggling with it. Going to bed on time being one of those. But it's just like, it's a nice way to document your progress and your process and your journey. If you weren't documenting your life, something else that I use YouTube for is to share my thoughts and opinions on things and share my tips and advice, because I could talk for days about musical theatre, performing arts, acting, blah 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 blah, and people in my day-to-day life probably don't want to hear about that all the time. But if I put it on YouTube, then people who do want to hear about it can choose to watch the video. People who don't want to hear about it can choose not to watch the video or can click away. That's fine. But people who do want to hear about it get to hear about it, and I get to talk about it. So win-win for everyone. Third way that I thought, depending on your channel content, YouTube could be useful, which doesn't apply so much for me, is that it could be useful as a creative outlet. Now, it kind of is a creative outlet because I'm creating videos, but some people create like really cinematic videos, or they're creating skits or like short films or whatever, and they're using their channel for that. That's not really the focus of my channel, but if that was your focus, then it could be a creative outlet for you. And the two final things are kind of investments for the future. So at the time of filming this, I have 473 subscribers, so I have less than 500 subscribers, and yet YouTube has already given me a lot of benefits. However, in the future, I would love to be able to monetize YouTube and make money off of AdSense, so it's an investment for the future in terms of that kind of side of things. You could also make revenue from other streams, like through sponsorships and brand deals and things like that. So that could be a way to open up as like a side hustle income stream, because everyone knows that acting work can be a bit unpredictable, and so being able to have an extra income stream might be useful. Also, YouTube gives you an audience, it gives you a platform. So obviously you can share your thoughts and opinions, as I've mentioned before, but you have a platform and an audience to promote things to if in the future you decide to write a script or put on a show, or you're cast in this and you want to get people in to watch you. You've got an audience, you've got a platform, and I think that's a very valuable thing that YouTube can provide, and another great reason why you should have a YouTube channel as an actor. Great. I think that is everything I wanted to say. I hope I have convinced you that having a YouTube channel is valuable, even if you have less than 500 subscribers. Talking of which, if you haven't subscribed and you would like to see more videos about the performing arts and acting, then please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching. Bye!